All right. I'm live. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we got the sound. Am I echoing? We got the sound. Am I echoing? Hello? Hello? Okay. So let's try this again. So, wait for just a few minutes. It's been a while since I've been on. Life has been crazy. So, if you can hear me okay and see me, let's try this again. Move my computer a little bit here. Okay. So, anyway. So, been a while since I've been on, and I apologize. I'm sorry. Things have just been a little bit crazy. Christmas time was trying to do some craft shows to get some money coming in. So I was trying to get product made. So I made some hand towels and stuff. And so I did that. Christmas came, working a full-time job on top of this side gig here. And of course, I'm got an SD store and I'm trying to do some other things for passive income. So I'm like everywhere. And then at the first of the year, COVID hit and wasn't too bad, just a fever and a runny nose. So it was like I didn't realize, thought, oh, I just got a cold. Well, tested positive, was off work for a couple weeks. Then afterwards, I would get a little bit tired and have no energy. So sorry for the delay. So I'm going to try and get back on track and do what I can. I appreciate all of you guys, and you guys make my channel what it is by watching and viewing, liking, subscribing, all of that. I'm sorry, I'm just not, I don't stay at home. I'm a single mom. I don't have anybody else's income to provide. So I have to do it all on my own. And so it's a little bit harder to get stuff produced. And hopefully now that I've got my energy back and my drive back, I can get on a little bit more and do some things on the machine and everything. So what we're going to do is let's see, we're going to do some, hang on, give me just a second. All right, so what we're going to do is this little guy here. He's a freestanding lace pattern. And I just did it on a fabric because I wanted to see what it might look on a garment as well. Now, when you do something like this on a garment, you don't need to worry about what the back looks like. But when you're doing freestanding lace, you have to match your bobbins to your thread because, you want it to make it look good on both sides. You wouldn't have to, but if you're wanting it to be something like an ornament that's hanging or whatever, or something you want the same color. Now, let me put that down. So, and I've had a couple people ask a few questions about the bigger hoops and stuff. And so I am going to turn my camera over here towards my machine and we're going to kind of walk through this a little bit. So I have my big green hoop. For me, I get a mark of which one it normally takes in the thing. but you want to put this one and this one at the very end so that it fits your hoop. I always use the table if I'm doing something up here, because with these bigger hoops, they bounce a little bit more. So if you're doing a shirt or something like that, like, I don't know, supersized shirt, I don't know, or something, it's going to bounce a little bit more because, you know, the arms aren't closer in and everything like that. All right. So this is the hoop we're going to do. Got my things on, got my table on. Now, I always use 2 things of wash away batting. And I have found that with that, it helps your outer edges of your design, because what happens as it stitches, it'll start to pull, and then it's not as stable. So one side of the outside will look a little bit thinner because that satin stitch is pulling on that and pulling it away. And that's why I use 2 layers of wash away. So let me get this hooped. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. Time goes by way too fast. Daughter's starting her 2nd year of, so just kind of put it in here and push it in. And then I'm going to straighten her up, pull her gently so that I can get her flat. And sometimes if you're not careful, this does pull and pull, and it kind of tears just a little bit. So it's kind of another reason why I use the 2 surfaces. Okay. Hey, how we doing today? Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Thanks for subscribing. I did find this cute little light here. This is rechargeable. I can put this little thing here. It slips in. So you can turn it off and turn off because I can't see the thread and needles now. So here we go. And I can adjust it where I want to see what I want. Okay. Put my hoop in. Okay. So now we're going to go over to this here. Bear with me. Don't know if you can see this. Okay. So okay. As you can see, I've already got my design pulled in here, but we can go all the way out if we want, put something else in, and I can pull it back out. But we go into here to the flower, and this area right here will only hold 100 designs. If it gets too full, you need to start deleting and stuff. You have to have this, has to be your DST format. If you have another machine and it's a different format, it will not read it. Okay, so do that. And then I've already got the design, so we're going to come back here. Shows all the designs. When they escape out, but you hit the design you want. You get it in there. And then it's like, okay, what size of hoop do I need? So we're going to go into this little bitty cap here. Let me see. Just cannot get super close here. So we're going to hit the cap. Okay. These are all the sizes. Now, if this design it's big, so needs a big hoop. But if it fits in here, you don't necessarily have to use this particular hoop. You could use the big metal frame if you wanted to. So we have this hoop, which is the 600 by 600 is for your big frame, and then you just float your design to make sure that you're within your frame. And then, so this one is 400 by 35. So F. So it's reading it. Okay, so now we have it in there. We're going to hit escape. If for any reason you go in here to your settings and flip it and change it and stuff, and then, oh, I picked the wrong hoop, it will reset it, and you'll have to make sure this needs to be the last step after the hoops. So you can resize, you can flip it, however you want to do that. And I'm okay there, and we're going to hit set start. Okay. Check. And I do like to push the limits. So you gotta be careful. If you're trying to push the limits, you'll hit this and break a needle or cause a foot to bend or something like that. So you really be careful. So when I do that, I always hit float after I've gotten the design in there. And I'm going to watch my foot. I'm going to take down this first foot. And when you go towards the back, you got to always make sure that you're not gotten it too far down, because it can jam up as well and stuff. So, okay, it's a big design. It takes a few minutes for it to generate. So, while I'm waiting for that, I've got some other plans for some bibs with a product that kind of stiffens them up, because when you're working with these bibs, they're double layered and you have peckering. So, hello, how are you? It's been a while. Thanks for joining us. All right, so now I'm going to take here and watch my float so that I don't hit anything. Can you hear me okay? Pull it down a little bit so I'm okay back there. It's going to come over here because I like to push the limits. Okay, I'm all right there. And then something that we're going to have to set up here in just a minute is the we're going to have to put a stop after each color, because I've got to change the bobbin for each color. So we need to go over into our color design, and I believe 5 is the noses. We're going to step back, put offset, because that'll pull it out, give me the opportunity to change the bobbin thread. And then all right, so now I'm just trying to figure out my code of how I want it to be, and then I will make sure that I have an F behind every one of those because I want it to stop so that I can change my bobbin. So let's see. It needs to be 5. 10. Hat needs to be red. So, oh, I forgot to tie on red. So we are going to put red. Hang on. All right, so I'm tied on some thread, so bear with me. I forgot to put it on. Okay, so I need to pull red through, which is 13. Pull this out. Yes, sometimes you can pull that knot through, and sometimes you can't. So got that in there. That one's unthreaded. I don't think I need that one. Okay, so I got my red in. So I'm trying to look at my sequence, but okay. So I'm kind of guessing at where we're at. So green, so 11, which needs to be black, and the 7, 5, 4, 6 is going to be blue, which is 10, which should be orange. And then okay, that must be the pants. All right, pants. It's going to be 10. All right, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change the color of 10 because I want it to be blue. So I'm going to go over here to the 3 little bars so that I can change 10. So I'm going to go 10 and I want it to be blue. And I want to hit 13, which is red, which we already have red there. All right. Okay. So that changed the color I wanted of his little shirt to blue so that I know that 10 is blue. The hat's going to be red. These shoes are going to be black. And the pants are going to be black too. So we're going to put black there. There we go. So, and his nose, we'll change that one to a different color. So that I know, let's see, flesh color. It did it do it? That should be this one. All right, so, oh, that's the hands. So, and then here needs to be 5 again. There we go. So we got his nose, got his hands, all programmed. So whatever your sequence is, you can change that to match the colors on here so that you can figure it out if you don't have your sheet. Like me, I'm kind of unprepared. I was just wanting to get on to tell everybody hi since it's been crazy couple months. So now to, let me see. Okay, so I want to put an F after every one of them because that's going to be an offset, but it's going to stop it so I can change my bobbin. So we're going to hit F, F, F. I mean, I could manually stop it and everything and stuff. So there we are ready to go. Hit OK, and we're going to hit OK because that's going to clear the sequence. Okay, so there, the design, even though it doesn't show here, I know that if I go back into the color chart, it'll show me what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna exit out because I don't want to change anything. So I've done my float and everything, and I'm ready to start my project. So I'm going to hit start, but I have found this little bitty tip. If you're working on something and you're trying to reline it up, or you might not quite have got it to where the stitches need to go, and if you don't want it to take off fast, it will. Let me show you. If you hold the button, let's see, if you hold the button and keep holding it, if you listen, it stitches very slow. So that is kind of nice when you're trying to figure out maybe where you're at in your design. If you've had a thread break and it didn't stop automatically as close as you'd like and you're trying to figure it out, you can have it take a couple stitches and then you just let it go and it starts running. So it's off to running. Now, I merged this design from one with So What Pro, and I edited it so that it would do all of the hands together, all of the hats together, so that I didn't have to switch after each and every one. So, and I will say that's a pretty easy editing program that's not too expensive. I paid about $75 for it and everything. So, but it's going to sew. And then let me see. Here's my little light I was talking about. Turn that down a little bit. Anybody's interested in ordering one, I can get them one. I can do a PayPal invoice. But this is nice. I want to get one for the other side. I can't see. And that light that comes on the machine, I'm always hitting it. So I don't use it as much. And so, okay. Sorry, my camera. I thought I was going to hit my camera. So, any questions, feel free to ask. Of course, I will. One more thing. Give me a second. Trying to give out some tips on things. I'm going to put this on me for just a few minutes. So, the bobbins that came with the machine have no hole here and no hole here. So I really don't like using them because I don't get a tight wind on the bobbin. So what I did was I found some online. I think I got them off of Amazon. But it has a little slit right here. Okay, maybe you can see it on this one. You see that little area up here? That's a little slit where you can take your thread up through it because it slits if you don't. And so I put that through there. It winds tighter, because if you do have a loose bobbin, you're going to have tension issues. You're going to have all kinds of things happen if it's loose. It won't go very well, and time is money. So definitely something I recommend finding is these. I got a bag for, I don't remember how much, but then you can pre-wind your bobbins for whatever you're doing, for your freestanding lace or something. But I always use white if I'm doing it on the back of a shirt or something. You don't need to change the colors for that. That's just kind of wasteful. Hey, how we doing? Any questions? Text me, or not text me, but you can email me and I'll try and get to you and do the best I can. Ideas or suggestions. So, but I've been busy trying to do all kinds of things. I created some KDP notebooks and I have printed it off. So I did that, and red brick. This is where my eyes need some help. So. Okay, come on. There we go. Now, one of the things I like to do is I like my little tweezers. I go in here after I've gotten them threaded because I cannot get my fingers in there. And we are going to go down. Okay. I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day. I happen to get the day off from my work, so we are closed today. So now we need to back up. So I'm going to show you some options with that. So let me turn the camera over this way. Turn this down a little bit again. Okay, so this little needle thing right here, it says low or fast. Let me go ahead and take this off and see if I can get this to work a little bit better. Taking it off my stand, so bear with me. Okay. Sorry about the confusion here. So, here we go. And I know it's blurry, but this needle right here, over here by the gears, right there, says low or fast. If you want to go on a big chunk, you want to hit it again, and it'll say fast. Okay, you hit it again, it goes back. So a little needle with up and down, so that means forward, backwards. So you hit that, and then over here, you have your negative and positive. And we want to go backwards, and that just goes back a few stitches. Okay, then if you want to go a lot of stitches, that's when you want to go fast. So if for some reason you had a break and it didn't stop as quickly as it registers, you have options. Or something happened and you want to skip ahead, fast forward, or whatever, that is what you can do. Go back to that. Okay. And we are ready to start again. And here's the trick again, where you hold this, kind of see where you are on your thing. Go slow. See how slow that goes while I'm holding it down? Let it up. And then it pops the thread in. bear with me. I need a cameraman is what I need, but I'm doing this on my own. Little camera stand here. There we go. So let me thread it again. Doesn't like, and some colors it doesn't like as well. Okay, we gotta back that up. It's gonna drive me crazy. I experimented with my friend the other day, and we did quilting on the very big metal frame. Very challenging to clip it. Onto the frame, but we got it done because you've got. She was doing a pattern, and come on. Get out of there. All right. Any questions? Feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm still learning with me as we go. But anyway, the hoop for the big frame, the clips are those tiny little things. We had batting, a backing, and a front in there, and oh my gosh, you need to have it on a flat surface where you can really get it down. But we did it, and that's another thing that I'm going to try and do a video on is showing you. I'm not going to do like a all over pattern. I'm going to do squares and just do a square on each one of those blocks. And maybe a sash. I don't know. It was a little bit overwhelming, but it can be done. I've done it. I have a little bit of a video. I think I might see if I still have it posted up of it running. But that a lot of people wouldn't think that you could do that with this. Now, another thing with that, you want to make sure that if it's a bigger quilt, you want to make sure when it gets like off to this side of the design that it's not dragging. So you want to make sure you can prop it up with a chair back or something like that to keep it from dragging. But if you want to quilt the quilt on an embroidery machine, you can. We have options. Lots of things that I want to learn and not enough time, and I'm not retired yet, or I have my shop open. Brick and mortar, which is another goal of mine, but I'll get there. And it may take me 10 years or so, but I mean, I still have 10 years in my dental hygiene job, cleaning teeth. Let's see, I'm 57, about 10 years will be retirement age. So now, I'm not going to show you when I get done how to take it and put the water through it. But I was watching a video earlier. I learned from somebody else that when you wash it, you do it in warm water. And I've done that, and it's like it gets so stiff. And he recommended that you either take some fabric softener, a little bit, or some hair conditioner and kind of rub it in that, which will help get some of that stuff that's in the actual thread that we've done, if you don't want it to be quite so stiff, because the stabilizer in the threads that we're using kind of stick in there. They just don't all wash out. So I thought that was interesting. I'm going to have to try that. I may do like a tip video. I'm trying to show you after I get this done, but I've got an appointment later today that I've got to go to. And so we'll go from there. All right, so, and there we go. Little hands everywhere. It might take me a while to get all this done, but I am going to take a couple of these to my coworkers tomorrow. They are gnome fans, and so I'm going to give them a late Valentine's gift. All right. And here in Texas, it's sun shining. But they're really kind of cute. Let's see. What else is there that I learned recently? I think that's it that I can think of. I haven't been doing a lot of embroidery lately. Kind of after Christmas and stuff. We are doing so much for the craft shows. I know I got another one coming up here in March. And so I get a few more things to take for that. And it just takes time. All right. Right now I'm running at 800. Some people run their machines higher than that. I normally go about 860, but it was popping threads on that particular color, so I slowed it down a little bit. I'm going to speed it up when I change colors. All right, so I had it automatically stop for me so that it didn't keep going because I want to change the bobbin. So let's see. Next color is going to be, okay, 5. Just finished 5. So the next color is going to be black, it looks like. And so how do I know that, even though I don't have my pattern here? Let me pull this out. Where's my black? I got all my bobbins down here. Black. Okay. sure you get in that little pigtail. I like those pigtails because they break off really easy. Sometimes you drop them. And when you are putting in bobbin in, you want to listen for a click. So right here on the machine up here, you can see there's an orange color. It says 5, and then a purple one. So this is the color I just finished. This one's the next one that's going to start. And then 10 is the next one, which is going to start, which is my blue. So, and I know that the feet are the next one. So I know that's the next color thread on there. So I know needle 2 is black. All right. So let's go ahead, start this. All right, put it back up to 860. Okay, so this is the other thing that I was product that I am working on experimenting with. It's Terrell Magic. It's supposed to make your items stiff. And of course, this was the bib that I did. The others have a different design on them, but because they're 2 layers, you have issues with puckering. So I wanted to see if that would help not have quite so much puckering. So what I did, I prepped these, and I have put them on there because you got to spray it on, you got to let it dry and stuff. And so it's stiff. Not like super stiff, but it's stiffer than what this one is. And then when you're all done, you wash it out. So I'm going to try that to see if I can eliminate puckers in that particular item. Any suggestions for a video? I would love to hear from you. I also was sent or got hoops for socks and stuff. So that's another thing I've got to try and figure out how to do is the whole things like if you wanted a monogram socks, you can monogram socks. But this is supposed to help, keep fabrics tighter. If you have problems with stabilizers. So I'm going to try it here, and I'll try and get a video up in a couple weeks. But that's on the agenda. And then my other machine the other day, I'm working on this cute little girl. This is a juju design, and I do this on my other machine. Hey, thanks for joining. I do this on my staff over there, one needle. I would like to figure out how to merge this together and do this on more efficiently, like I did with this one, and merged all these together. Because, doing one at a time, you have to change the thread, change the thread, change the thread. This way, I only have to change the bobbin, which is a lot easier than changing threads, especially on my fast. I got to re-thread it every time. But it turns out to be a table runner, and it's really cute. Well, I have a lot of juju designs. She puts on sales quite a bit. Where are we from this afternoon? Texas is nice and sunny out. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining. All right. Let's see here. We are making some pants. All right. Turn that off just a tad. Hey, thanks for joining. All right. So here's a design I edited for Easter. And it's just a gnome. And I took a design from a different design and merged it. So I made him really cute. And then I had to make a girl, Joe, or a girl bunny, even though she got a beard. That's called menopause. Okay, we're just zipping away. But that's what I like about the Sew Up Pro. It's easier to understand and use. I guess I could do some videos on that, but I know there are some out there from one of the other channels. But I've definitely learned a lot where I can put change the sequence, I can delete, I can merge. So there's a lot you can do, and it's $65, $75 for the program. I'd like to be able to digitize. They have one. I haven't figured it out. A little bit cheaper, but I would like to get the nice program. Got to get my water here. And then if you're using these bobbins, make sure that your backlash is in there. Because I use magnetic bobbins, and this shouldn't. This has a washer in it, which it shouldn't. Let me take that out. So this is what you got to make sure you have out if you are doing magnetic, as the magnet acts as the backlash washer. I said washer. All right. And then this is ready to go because I have white in here. Okay, we're just running away here. Trying to get a little bit further. Running 860. Busy, busy, busy. Go, go, go. Oh, another. Okay, so people ask me what kind of thread I use. I use uh, poly. I don't use rayon, and so Madeira is one of them. And then I also found this. I got this for Christmas. I asked for thread for Christmas, and so this is Smith thread, and I got this off of Amazon. Nicer, bigger spools. But rayon, I don't like rayon as well. This is 40 weight. Depending on your needle, depending on your project and what you're doing, all depends on the threads that you want to use or needles that you want to use. And this is a particular brand that I use for needles. Can't see it. It's the one they actually sent some of these, I believe, with the machine. It's Gorzen Beckert. So I use those needles. I know I've had some questions about threads and needles. Like I said, depending on what you're going to show on, what kind of needle you're going to use. So caps are going to have a different size and stuff like that. I think they do. I can't remember. I don't always remember all the details. Yep, this is a long run. But we have 8 gnomes. Oh, and I did do, hello, thanks for joining. I did. Okay, we got issues here. Okay. Let's cut. Pull out the bobbin. Yeah. Bobbin thread came out of the little curly Q and caused issues there. Click. All right, need to back up. I want to trim this little knot off over here. All right, I want to make sure there's no bird's nest back there. And I'm going to hit my button and go really slow. So when I'm holding it down so that I can kind of get to where I want to go. And let go and let it go. Okay. So here we go. Here's another cute little design I improvised on. Got this from, I think, Embroidery Library. And I added the heart, the little heart up here. And then the other one says, "Be mine, Valentine." I think we got a theme going on here. Be my Valentine. All right. All right, so watch the time here. I know everybody's at work today. Wrong time to do this, but it's all right. Hey, 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 how we doing? Thanks for joining. We're working on gnomes. Gnomes. Happy Valentine's Day. Be blessed. Freestanding lace. Have you ever done freestanding lace before? All right. Well, I think it's interesting that it's so many options that we have with our machines. Well, it's going to be a beautiful Valentine's Day. Hopefully your sweeties will get you something nice and a nice hug and a kiss. I took my sweet daughter out to breakfast for her Valentine's gift. She doesn't like stuffed animals anymore unless they're a moose. You know how hard it is to find a moose at Walmart? So, all right, here we go. How we doing? Where are we from? Any questions? I'd love to help you. Thank you for supporting my channel and tuning in, and I appreciate all of you guys. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, share. because that helps the algorithm. I don't get all this technical stuff, but it's how computers work. All right, we got one more pant to do, and then we are going to change colors. So sit tight with me for just a minute. When that gets done, I'll change colors, and then I will sign off and maybe have to do a part 2 when it gets closer to being done. And do the wash away and kind of show you that process part. One time, I'm going to tell on myself. I had made some bookmarks and I grabbed some batting and I thought for sure it was a wash away. It looked exactly like it. But I run it through the water and I was like, why is this not coming off? Okay, so crank up the heat. And I'm like, okay, still not coming off. Well, come to find out, it was not wash away. It was not having anything to do with washing away. So, there we go. Almost done with this last pant, I believe. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 pairs of pants. And I've also been learning how to do sublimation on coffee mugs and some towels. So I have decided to branch out into other areas so that I can be diversified. You have a little bit of embroidery, a little bit of quilting, a little bit of sublimation. And so got to learn a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that kind of took up some of my time. All right, let's see. So what color am I going to need next? I think it was blue. So I need my blue. I got my bobbin. My blue bobbin. Switching this out just a second. All right. Just about done. Okay, it comes out and stops so that I can change my bobbin. Okay. And then bobbin. This goes to the left or to the right. And around the curlicue. Around the curlicue. And then we're ready to hit it in and click. Always make sure you listen for your click because I can't see what I'm doing. There's the click. Okay. And then, so I know what color it is, just to remind some of you. These up here at the top are numbers. I just finished 2. I'm going to start 10 and 1 is after that. And so 10 is my blue, so I know it's blue. If you forget, you can always go back and see what color you need. So here we go. Other trick. We're going to start slow, get in place, hold down the little thingy, take some slow stitches. Here. There we go. Starts out slow. And then we release and starts fast. And I popped my thread that time. All right. Go figure. Trying to show my little tricks. And it didn't like me. So we're going to back up. All right. And I need my light. Tweezers. I put that in the wrong needle. My mama said there'll be. All right, get in there. All right, got it in. Tweezers to pull it out because my fingers don't fit. Cut my little tag off. Here we go. We're starting with the blue. Can't quite see it because it's right underneath there. There it is. It's just going to town. It's having a heyday. Woo woo! All right. Don't let things intimidate you, that's for sure. You know, if there's something you haven't done, don't step out there, ask questions, find resources. There are lots of people out there doing this, and it's growing daily. And ask questions. That's the only way you can learn. All right. I got the blue going. I'm going to sign off for now. I am going to sign off for now, and I'm going to try and do a part 2 and just kind of show you them done. And then I will do the wash away and show you that. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share the video. We appreciate you because you make us our channel. You make our channel. We can't go anywhere without you. So thank you. Be blessed. Abundance comes to your life. Blessings. Thank you. My name is Lynn. I am Lynn with Katie Lynn's Creations. And I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. Bye.